And so this is worldwide too. This isn't just like
Yes.
a US thing. So it's about bringing folks from underrepresented communities all around the world, getting them mentorships, getting them a path to the industry, all of that wonderful sort of stuff. So talk a little bit about the grants and what it does. If someone gets accepted to the program, what are they winning?
So they are not winning money. I want to make that really, really clear. And I want to just add on to what you said about international. So this we are the International Game Developers Association Foundation. So, and because of my background in international, that's really important to me. And I've spent the last year focused on how do we reach more people outside of North America. So hopefully we're going to be doing this a better job this year. Last year we had 21 countries represented across 70 people. I hope we have at least 70 people, and I hope we have 40 countries represented this year. That would be an amazing feat if we could do that. So so right now the application process is open. It's open through May 31st. And then there's a period of time when our team, and we have a team of volunteers, have to evaluate those applications. And that takes at least a month, maybe 6 weeks. We're giving ourselves 6 weeks. By mid-July, we will let the folks know who got accepted, whether or not they were accepted. And then the program starts in September. I don't have the exact dates yet because the most important thing right now is getting through this application process and getting people accepted. And then there will be a 6-week process that starts in September where there are 2 or 3 hour sessions each week of those 6 weeks for each cohort. And I need to explain there are 4 cohorts. They address a different time in different people's journeys of their career. 2 of them we refer to as scholars. One is called International Scholars, and those are for people who are in college or just graduated from any school throughout the world, and they are interested in a game career. They don't have to go to a game school. They just have to be passionate about pursuing a career in the games business. So that's the first cohort, is International Scholars. The next cohort is called HBCU HSI, and that's a very US focused cohort. HBCU for historically Black colleges and universities. HSI is Hispanic serving institutions. So those are for African American and Hispanic students. There are colleges that are directly labeled with that designation. And so that cohort is also for students or recent grads from HBCU and HSI schools. And that is a cohort that was designed because of a request of one of our sponsors. So one of the companies that supports us says, we need more African Americans and Hispanics in the pipeline wanting to work in the games industry. Can you help us by building this cohort? And we did. The next cohort was also created through one of our sponsors, and that's called Next Gen Leaders. So that's for people who are mid-career in the games business, from an underrepresented group, and really struggling to get promoted or move to that next level, or they need support to progress their career. And then the last cohort is called Velocity. And Velocity are for people who are mid-career, they have work experience in another industry, and they really want to get into games. Again, all from underrepresented groups. And so those are the 4 cohorts. And then the question that you asked, Jay, was what happens. So I had to give that background because each cohort has different content over that 6-week period. Last year for our keynote, so our kickoff event, Jessica Durchin, who is Hispanic and has been in the business for, I want to say 25 years. She was one of the producers on the first Barbie games. And she's now working as a producer on Wonder Woman, the game coming out from Warner Brothers. She was our keynote speaker as a Hispanic woman doing very, very well in the industry. The 6 weeks for the scholars cohorts may talk about LinkedIn, may talk about your resume. There will be workshops on different disciplines, because if you're in school or you just graduated, you may not know what you're interested in yet. You may want some sort of art type of game career, but you are not sure of the difference between technical art, background, like all the different types of art. And I'm not an artist, so I don't know all the names. If you want to be if you are an engineer and you want to, there's all different kinds of engineers in gaming, different kinds of programming. So most of the scholars' content will be sharing different types of disciplines and have people come and talk to the cohorts about that. There will be Q&As with people. Everybody across all the cohorts is assigned a mentor, a one-to-one mentor that aligns with what they've shared with us in their application program process, so that we can match them with somebody that will be really helpful to them. Velocity, those people, that cohort, that content's a little different. That content is, what are your transferable skills? How do you present yourself when you want to go from being a home builder or contractor to being a game producer? Like how does that work, and how can we help you achieve that? Next gen leaders have a completely different type of content and curriculum, because for them, they don't know how to interview other people. And as you progress in your career, you are interviewing people to join your team. So one of the sessions is on interviewing. One of the sessions is managing chaos, because a lot of times game development is chaos, right?
What do you mean lots of time? Like all the time?
All the time. Yeah, exactly. So we are working on the content plan right now. The content is not all set. We take from the applications, we learn from the applications what type of information people want to learn or gain and how we can help them. So a lot of the content is determined by those applications and the people in each cohort.